So I just got this laptop and I'm going to open it, and hopefully it is going to be better than the last two that I've had to return, because I'm only getting Amazon credit now. So this is supposed to be, I think, 8 gigabytes of memory, 8 gigabytes of memory, 128 gigabytes, and so it's supposed to be much more better. Now I have to return this again and then buy a really upscale one, which I'm probably not going to do. Yeah, it's 8 gigabytes of DDR, which I think SDR4 is supposed to be better, but DDR is a huge upgrade already. It's 8 gigabyte of memory and 256 gigabytes of SSD RAM, SSD, which is the hard drive. Which, my understanding, the larger your hard drive is, the faster it's also supposed to be, because and the memory is supposed to be for a lot of the on-screen stuff that goes on. And then it's a rating graphics. It's good for it said it's good for light gaming, which Command and Conquer Westwood game is a really old game. Even if it's remade, I'm not going to be playing any of the high-tech stuff. I have to stay productive, but enjoy life a little bit and have a little bit of games. I'm reading a book right now, studying, hopefully get something done on my GED, because and it's Microsoft Windows 11, so it'll get me familiar with the Windows 11 that they have nowadays of computer software, because I know Windows, you have to know how to navigate. And I say this because when I was younger, the way that I learned computers was going to Jeremy Keen's house, and I actually messed up one of his computers once, because I was going into the BIOS and motherboard area, and I was just doing everything into that computer, that, not to intentionally mess it up, but I accidentally did on one occasion, but just to learn everything of where the start menu is, all the different things, how a computer works in the Windows. And that's how I learned, because I never grew up having a computer, and I was very addicted to it. Jeremy will tell you. So Richard was a big computer geek freak. But anyway, it's good to learn the Windows, because all the warehouses, the offices all have Windows at least 10, I think, nowadays, not in Windows 9. So Windows 11 Home, it's not the professional, it's the domestic Windows to see, and it's supposed to be faster, to my understanding. Each time they upgrade, it's supposed to be better and faster and more efficient. So, I'm going to take a look. And see what we got. I don't think I've ever had 8 gigabytes of memory before, but I do know that I had like 256 or 5. I know Richard Murphy had like 1 gigabyte of memory on his motherboard. I'm not sure how all that works together to make it actually so much more better, but I do know it's more of everything, the better overall the computer works. This 17-inch screen, it's nice and big for me to be able to look at the screen. I know some people are okay with small screens and real special, but I always have to have a big screen so I can see what I'm doing. So this is a refurbished, so there's no plastic on here, it's refurbished. It's an Athlon. Athlon is a pretty good company. Radeon for graphics is something very good I've heard about. I think Athlon is the motherboard, and this is the Athlon Gold. But obviously, you pay for what you get what you pay for in nearly all cases. But I thought this was I didn't do the most extravagant amount of shopping, but I thought, to my understanding, this was a pretty good deal. Athlon, good motherboard, and it's a Radeon graphics card, so I'm not going to be doing high gaming on this anyway. I gotta figure out how to turn on this screen. Oh, cool! You can close the screen right there. That's pretty cool. They can close the screen right here. Gives a little option here to privacy, I guess. And that's a good thing they add, because I heard people can hack into these computers. I heard about somebody's computer being hacked into, or in a hotel. It was some woman at a business meeting, and she was undressing herself, and they videotaped it, and somebody hacked into the computer and were able to get into the camera control. Alright. It's supposed to be turning on. It's a little difficult to see because of the glare. Oh, and it's looks like a different plug. Okay, so this is 17 inch, but this doesn't look like 17 inch. This definitely looks smaller.
To set up your device using a screen reader, turn on Narrator by pressing Windows plus Control plus Enter. For more accessibility features, press Windows plus U, or select the accessibility icon in the bottom corner.
Alright, so we're going to go with get this started. Turn this on. We've got this little mouse. This is always great. Got to have one of these. All right. Connected. This screen does not looks smaller. Maybe looks a little more wider, but it doesn't look as. So we're just gonna have to go as a smaller deal. Yeah, this is definitely smaller. You got your audio accessible. I think I had an Athlon motherboard when I initially started first time I ever built my own computer, which I bought the motherboard, and it was an Athlon, I want to say. So updates are on the way. Screen definitely looks a lot smaller. Got I guess it says sign in. Microsoft, I made another account, but hopefully it remembers. Accounts device. Okay, it sent something to my phone, so. It looks like I can get a security code sent to my email. I don't think I can remember what my Microsoft account was. What do they have it as? I can't remember what it is. What was it? Microsoft. Says I can get a new one. Okay, we'll try this one at Microsoft.com. Oh, shit, I can't remember what it was. So I already have an account. I don't want to create. Should I create another one? No, we'll just go with one we already have. I have to turn off. It looks like I'll probably have to turn off my phone. Sign in options. Forgot username. I'm not even sure exactly what Microsoft is at Gmail. Okay, we're just gonna. I don't remember what it was, so it's probably best if I create no account, create one. See if mouse scratch. You already have an account, okay. Says sign in. So according to this email, I should have it. scrutch@yahoo.com. Why doesn't it tell me? It says I already have an account. Microsoft account doesn't exist. That's right. It said there's already one in this name. yahoo.com. I don't know. I guess gotta create another. It says there was already another one. I was already there. It says you already have an account. It's already being used with another Microsoft account. You should sign in with that account. If you do not remember your username, we'll cover it now. Okay, so they sent a code.